Now let us move to the next question, that is question number 163. 4 moles of argon at temperature T, neglecting all vibrational modes, the total energy of the system is. So you have to use the what concept, that is the monoatomic and diatomic molecules, those which we have already studied in kinetic theory of gases. Those assumption you have to apply here from the degrees of freedom for monoatomic, diatomic, right. So what I can write down is total energy U will be equals to first 2 5/2 RT for oxygen molecule plus 4 3/2 RT for which molecule, that is your argon. Cancel out, so 5 RT plus 2 times 6 RT. So your final answer will be 11 RT. Now you have to see in the option which one is 11 RT. 11 RT is number 3. This is the correct answer. Number 3 is your correct answer. Now let us move to the next question, that is 164. The bulk modulus of a spherical object is B. If it is subjected to uniform pressure P, the fractional decrease in radius will be. This is from the chapter Mechanical Properties of Solids, where the answer can be found to be P by 3B, that is pressure divided by thrice the object's bulk modulus of the object. So P by 3B. So option number 3 is the correct answer. So now let us move to the next question, that is question number 165. Which of the following statements are correct? Number A, the center of mass of a body always coincide with the center of gravity of the body. No. Center of mass of a body is the point at which the total gravitational torque of the body is 0. That is true. A couple of a body on a body produce both translation and rotational motion in a body. No. That can be done. Number D, mechanical advantage greater than 1 means that small effort can be used to lift a large load. That is true. So option 4 will be correct, because I think B and D is the right answer. So I can click on option number 4. Option number 4 is the correct answer. Now let us move to the next question, that is question number 166. Acceleration due to gravity at a height 1 kilometer above the earth is same as that of the depth D below the earth's surface. Then, okay, now in here you know the height you know. See my dear, what you are going to do, you are going to get the expression for the acceleration due to gravity as you move up and the expression of acceleration due to gravity as we go down. So if you know both the expression from the chapter gravitation, you just have to equate them by keeping the height as 1 kilometer. When you equate that, you will see that the depth D will come out to be 2 kilometer in this question. So you need to use the formula for acceleration due to gravity, its variation with height and depth. So option 3 is the correct answer. That is D equals to 2 kilometer you will get. Question number 167. Two blocks A and B of mass 3m and m respectively are connected by a masses and inextensible string. Okay, this spring will not be extended. Okay, it's this much only. The whole system is suspended by a massless spring as shown in figure. The magnitude of acceleration of A and B immediately after the string is cut are respectively will be how much? Okay, this is again from the chapter laws of motion, which you have to use the formulas. I'll give you the answer because this type of numericals were done many where the component you will be taking downward and along that this one tension you will be taking. So along this one there will be one force acting, that is known as Kx from Hooke's law, F equals to minus of Kx, right. So what will be, the question is saying that the magnitude of acceleration of A and B after the string is cut, if you cut this one, how A and B are going to fall. So if you calculate this one, my dear, your answer is going to come this one, G by 3 and G by 3 for body A and G for body, this one is going to go mg, right, and this one will be mg by 3, it will be G by 3. for this one, body A. So option 1 is the correct answer. Now we will move to the next question, that is question number 168. The ratio of wavelength of the last line of Balmer series and the last line of Lyman series. Okay, whenever I say the last line, it means what? The number of orbit or the orbit number is infinity. This is from the chapter atoms. Okay, so your electron will be jumping from infinity, okay, for both of them, for Balmer as well as for Lyman series. So let me just give you the formula, and the formula is 1 by lambda is equals to RH, that is your Rydberg constant, 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. So first one, for Balmer series, you will put RH. In Balmer series, what happened? Electron jumps from any other orbit to the second orbit. So your n1 will be how much? 2, and then your this one will be infinity square. And for Balmer, and then we have which series? Lyman series, that is 1 by which one? L. It will be RH jumping to the first orbit from infinity. So just take the ratio of this one, you will see your answer is coming out to be option number 4. Just take the ratio of these two. Okay. So answer is 4:1, that is lambda L by lambda B or lambda B by lambda L will be equals to 4:1. This is the correct answer. A beam of light from a source L is incident normally on a plane mirror fixed at a certain distance x from the source. The beam is reflected back as a spot on a scale placed just below the source L. Okay. Where the mirror is rotated through a small angle theta, the spot of the light is found to move through a distance y. Okay. On the scale, the angle theta will be given by. Okay. Now you need to understand the question first nicely. This is from the chapter optics. It's saying that a beam of light from a source L is incident normally on a plane mirror. So if I need to draw this ray diagram of this one, it will somewhat show in this way. If this is x and this is angle theta, it is forming and it is coming back. Now they are asking you to calculate this distance y. If this is theta, angle of reflection, this one will also be theta reflected from the mirror. Now when you are asked to calculate this theta, it is saying that y by x will be equal to twice of theta. Theta plus theta will be how much? This whole thing will be twice of theta. So your theta will be equals to y by 2x. So y by 2x will be the right answer. If you see the option number 4 will be your correct. So now let us move to the next question, that is question number 170. A spring of force constant k is cut into length of ratio 1:2:3. They are connected in series and the new force constant is k dash. Then they are connected in parallel and force constant is k double dash. Then the ratio of k dash is to k double dash is. Okay. One thing you need to know out here in this question, if you use this formula, the things will be automatically, the answer will come. The formula is spring constant is inversely proportional to the length, that is k is inversely proportional to L. Now put the value for 1:2:3, you will see that your answer for this question will come out to be 1:11. Okay, the spring constant, it is there in the chapter spring also, that is in simple harmonic motion. So if you study the topic nicely, you can directly get the formula. So now let us move to the next question, that is question number 171. Question number 171 says that the diagram below shows region of equipotentials. So these are the region where there are equipotentials. A positive charge is now moved from A to B in each diagram. In each diagram, a positive charge is moved on the equipotential surface. But my dear students, as we know that in equipotential surface, the work done is 0. Okay. Now let us see the option. Number 1, in all the 4 cases, the work done is the same. Yes, in all the 4 cases the work done will be 0. Number 1 is the right answer. Let us see, is there any other option which is correct? Number 2, minimum work is required to move Q in figure A. No. Maximum work is required to move Q in figure B. No. Maximum work is required to move Q in figure C. No. There are no maximum and minimum work. In equipotential surface, the work done is 0, which will be same for all the surfaces, and we have seen this one in the chapter equipotential or electrostatic potential and capacitance. So, option 1 is the correct answer. Now, let us move to the next question, that is question number 172. Suppose the charge of a proton and an electron differ slightly. One of them is minus E, the other one is E plus delta E. If the net of electrostatic force and gravitational force between two hydrogen atoms placed at a distance d much greater than atomic size apart is 0, that is d apart is 0, then delta E is in the order of, given the mass of hydrogen is this much. Now, what will be the condition out here? Here you need to know that the electrostatic force will be equal to the gravitational force between the two charges. Okay, now what I am going to do is, I am going to put Fe is equals to Fg. So, Fe is my K, Q1 into Q2 divided by R square, and this one is G, M1 into M2 divided by R square. That is the distance square only, distance from the center of the two charge particles, right. This is also called as inverse square law. So, this is from the chapter gravitation, this is from the chapter electrostatic force. If you equate this one, your answer is going to come out to be 10 to the power minus 37 coulomb. So, 10 to the power minus 37 coulomb is this one. So, this is the right answer. Now, let us move to the next question, that is question number 173. A physical quantity of the dimension of length that can be formed out of C, G and E square by 4 pi epsilon naught is, C is velocity of light, G is universal constant of gravitation and E is the charge. So, if you have studied the first chapter unit and dimensions, you will see that it will be quite easy for you. Now, read that points very nicely where we find out the dimensional formula using the form MLT. Now, in this question if you solve, the answer is going to come out to be number 4. So, it is a solving formula to find the formula using dimensional analysis. So, option number 4 will be your correct answer for this one, right. Now, let us move to the next question, that is 174. Two polarites P1 and P2 are placed with their axes perpendicular to each other. Unpolarized light I0 is incident on P1. A third polarite P3 is kept in between P1 and P2 such that its axis makes an angle 45 degree with that of P1. The intensity of transmitted light through P2 is. This is a question from the chapter wave optics, and the topic is polarization and under polarization, that is Malus law. Now, if you study Malus law, you will see that I2, that is for P2, can be written as I0 by 2 cos square of 45 degree. Now, solve this one, you will see your answer for this one will be I0 by 8, that is option number 2. So, option 2 is the correct answer, right. Now, let us move to the next question, that is question number 175. A particle executes linear simple harmonic motion with an amplitude of 3 centimeter. When the particle is at 2 centimeter from the mean position, then the magnitude of its velocity is equal to that of its acceleration. Then its time periods in second is. This is a question from the chapter simple harmonic motion. You start with the formula this one and then your answer will come, and your formula will be velocity is equals to A omega square minus y square. If you use this formula where A is the amplitude, if you use this formula, you will see that your answer is coming out to be 4 pi by root 5. Later on you have to equate also, don't forget to equate, and your final answer will be 4 pi by root 5. Now let us move to the next question, that is 176. A tube with both ends open to the atmosphere is partially filled with water, oil, which is immiscible with water, is poured into one side until it stands at a distance of 10 millimeter above the water level on the other side. Meanwhile, the water raises by 65 millimeter, that is its height, from its original levels. If you see the diagram, the density of the oil will be how much? See, if you see the diagram makes you feel very complex. No, but this is a simple formula which we will be using from the chapter, which one? Mechanical properties of fluids. We know that pressure at a point is given by rho GH. For water you use one and for oil you use one. You just equate them, you will see your answer is coming out to be 928 kg per meter cube. That will be your density of the oil. So, your right answer is number 3. So, this is the correct answer for question number 176. Now, let us move to the next question, that is 177. 177 says that consider a drop of rain water having mass 1 gram falling from a height of 1 kilometer. It hits the ground with a speed of 50 meter per second. Take G constant with a value 10 meter per second square. The work done by the gravitational force and the resistive force of air is how much? These two can be done together at the same time. As we know, the total work done by a body is the change in its kinetic energy. So, what you are going to do? You are going to do it in this way. Work done by the body what? Gravitational force plus work done by the rain is equal to final kinetic energy minus the initial kinetic energy. That is your change in kinetic energy. Finally, your option number 3 will be correct, that is number 1 10 joule and number 2 is minus 8.75 joule. This will be your final answer. Use this formula and solve it. Calculation part will be done by you. Okay, I will just give you the formulas. So, number 3 is the correct answer. Now, let us move to the next question, that is question number 170. The x and y coordinate of a particle at any time are x equals to 5t minus 2t square and y is equals to 10t respectively, where x and y are in meters and t in seconds. The acceleration of the particle at t equals to 2 seconds is. So, what you have to do is, you have to differentiate here. Once you have to do dx by dt and then once you have to do dy by dt. Once you found this one, you do dv by dt. Okay, then dv by dt will give your acceleration, right. So, your final answer will be minus 4 meter per second square. So, this is again from the chapter motion in one dimension only. From there only you will get the formula of velocity and acceleration. All these things are discussed already. Please see to it and solve this question. So, now let us move to the next question, that is question number 179. Question number 179 says a long solenoid of diameter 0.1 meter has 2 into 10 to the power 4 turns per meter. At the center of the solenoid, a coil of 100 turns and radius of 0.01 meter is placed with its axis coinciding with the solenoid axis. The current in the solenoid reduces at a constant rate to 0 ampere to from 4 ampere in 0.05 second. If the resistance of the coil is 10 pi square ohm, the total change through the coil during the time is, or during this time is how much? So, how do you do this one is, this is from the chapter electromagnetic induction, where EMF induced is equal to minus n d phi by dt. So, if I put E by R, it will be equal to minus n by R d phi by dt. The values are supplied to you. E by R is nothing but your what? Current I is equals to minus n by R d phi by dt. Fine. So, I is also can be written as dq by dt, rate of flow of charge is your current is equals to minus n by r d phi by dt. Now you have everything in your hand. You need to solve the question now. If you put the values, your answer will come out to be 32 microcoulomb. This is the correct answer. Now let us move to the last question of this year, that is 2017, question number 180. A Carnot engine having an efficiency of 1 by 10, okay, efficiency of the Carnot engine is given to you as heat engine, is used as a refrigerator. If the work done on the system is 10 joule, the amount of energy absorbed from the reservoir at lower temperature is. So, what you are going to do? You are going to use the formula, that is the efficiency is equals to 1 minus eta divided by eta. So, this value or the energy you can supply, finally, this beta can be written as work done by total heat. So, in this one you are going to use the formula beta is equals to 1 minus eta of divided by eta, where eta is the efficiency of the Carnot engine, right. 1 by 10th is given to you. Okay. Now, if you use this formula, you will see that your answer is coming out to be, finally, one more thing you have to do, beta is equals to heat, total heat divided by work done. We have done all this in the chapter thermodynamics, Carnot cycle. If you study that one, you will see these formulas are there, and finally, your answer will be 90 joule. So, 90 joule is the correct answer. So, this is the question paper of 2017. All the answers were tick marked to you. You need to do the solution part, and when from which chapter also I have given, please see to it very nicely, practice 2 or 3 times, it will help you to solve questions in your entrance examination.
So, in which pair of ions both the species contain sulfur-sulfur bond? So, this question is come from the p blocks element of your class 12 NCERT. So, here the correct option, your option number 1 is the correct answer.